Welcome back to Let's Play a Nice Guy in Dragon Age Origins. Adelstan has decided he's not going to pick up on some mercenary something, unless it may be a really good idea. Actually, he has decided he's going to pick it up. And as for those people, he's not going to kill them. Try not to anyway. But if you can talk to him and intimidate him, he'll try that. You know, give him some allies if you can.
The dogs were yelping all night long. Smell of the dark spawn, they keep telling me.
Now, what else? We're out in Lothering, and yes, we've got a merchant over here somewhere who's been taking advantage of the refugees. Let's see if we can have a little chat with him. Where's he at? Over here somewhere, perhaps? No. That's the,
I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I
will be done.
that's killing all those bandits and stuff.
place
No,
my
no, no.
faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
And now I'm being ironic.
You there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
What? You're profiteering, ruffling some feathers?
You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets. There's been so many of these men lately. Heartless opportunists, all.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
You don't think you're being a wee bit unscrupulous?
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
I think you can compromise and still make a profit, don't you?
Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must, so long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
A fine compromise. So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
Right, Morrigan doesn't like this sort of thing. Tell you what, Morrigan, why don't you just take a little bit of a back seat for now?
Blast and damnation.
Bring the dog instead. He's nicer. Right, so now what? Well, we got rumours that we wanted in this village, but it doesn't really... Well, we're a little bit more informed, I suppose, but not much. Hope we got the supplies we needed, I guess. That's the inn. Apparently there's some kind of stuff going on with this woman.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
Actually, I was more hoping I could help you.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
Afraid not.
Pity. I've a dozen things to do and only 2 hands to do them. Good luck to you, stranger.
By the way,
Indeed.
perhaps Morrigan knows some.
Yes?
I was wondering whether she perhaps knows some herbs and stuff. She does. Maybe you can talk to the elder.
Too much to do, and not enough time. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I don't, but my friend does.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Right, why not? And I suppose we'll be needing Morrigan then anyway. Ah, well.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would... You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
What's this about the chase end? Oh yeah, there's the wilders, wild folk. You can read all this stuff if you... Oh. You can read all this stuff if you... If I move my bloody mouse away. And then you pause the video. And now I'm going to scroll down. And you can read the rest of it. If you pause the video. I'm not gonna. Don't know what that was all about.
The forest failed to
Do not
protect us.
seem a
Our
refugee
gods
and
deserted
part of the
us.
army.
There's no protection here either.
Who's this girl though? Allison.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
What do you need traps for?
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
Why don't you just buy some?
None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields.
And he's got poison traps on his land.
Ah, he doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric.
I guess I can't make traps, I'm afraid.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
Actually, that's the sort of thing that Ailstan, he's a rogue, he might be able to. What about... I don't think Liliana can make traps. It's not really her field of expertise, I expect. That would be a skill, wouldn't it? Trap making, yeah. Liliana can't, Alistair can't, Adelstan can't, and Morgan can't. And I don't think Alistair's the type to start learning it either. I was more thinking actually of possibly letting him learn some herbalism. But, you know, now we'll bring Morrigan for now, and Alistair can take point again. There's something over here. Oh yeah, right, that's just the inn, I think. Right, over here there's something. Definitely. What? What's that?
You aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse a dwarf. Leave me in peace.
So you're a prisoner? Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as she says. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
Kunari?
If you haven't heard of us, that is your own shortcoming. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
Agreed.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
What did you do to end up in there? You really killed a whole village full of people and children.
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Not that I heard. So, are you guilty?
Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I am responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now.
Well, if you feel guilty about the murder, why'd you do it?
Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret.
So who'd you murder?
The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
Why? Don't you want to make atonement?
Death will be my atonement.
Oh, that makes sense. You'd prefer to die then?
I would prefer to die in battle, but my choices have been made.
You could help me defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Why do you ask?
My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
So would the revered mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
Well, fair enough. I'll leave you for now.
Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
Good point, Leliana. Although I didn't like the whole killing a whole family in there with the children part. But let's head over to the Chantry and see if the revered mother might be willing to see another kind of atonement for the person.
It's good to see you again, Sister Leliana.
Thank you, Sir Marin.
Right, so can you tell me anything about this cage Kunari?
Is he still alive? The revered mother put him there a few weeks back. He'll be dead soon enough.
Have you heard any news?
Not since Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else.
Right. So who's in charge of the Reverend Mother?
The revered mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here.
Right, thanks, and bye.
Make her watch over you.
Oh, by the way,
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left.
I was just wondering...
So many are coming to Lothering. I make no assumptions. I know it's not something many dwarves do, but if you wish to offer devotion to the Maker, you may enter.
Do you know anything about those bandits on the highway?
Yes, but we can barely keep order in the village right now. We have no men to chase down bandits.
Alright.
If you like, you can speak to Sir Bryant, but I doubt he'll tell you differently.
Yeah.
Make her watch over you.
So let's head inside. Find that. What's her name? Reverend Mother.
Darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us. Yes? Who might you be?
You can call me Adelstan.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights?
No.
Then what might I do for you?
Well, in fact, what can you tell me about the imprisoned Canary?
I was there at the farmhold. The beast stood there, wet with the blood of the children. He didn't even deny slaughtering them. The revered mother ordered him caged. She has more mercy than I do. But perhaps she is right, and the Maker has love for all his creations, even the Canary.
So, have you had any recent news?
Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Teon Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster.
So, what do you mean by that exactly, disaster?
Teon Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them.
Right. So are you in charge here?
The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
So where's the revered mother?
In her study, no doubt, preparing what she will take when we eventually evacuate.
So you're the only protection this village has?
Our ban was summoned by Teon Loghain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned.
Would you tell me about something else?
If the matter is important, certainly.
Actually, I wanted to ask about those bandits, but seem to have lost that option, so I have nothing else to ask.
No, unless there's something else you need.
Well, considering you didn't like Teon Loghain very much, perhaps you could help me, because I am a Grey Warden.
I see. That is certainly worthy of notice. Teon Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
He claimed we're responsible?
And set a bounty on any who survived. I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Teon claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Well, about those bandits outside the village.
Maker's breath. How many times must we drive them off?
Right. Well, they're still there last I saw.
I will not let them take any more advantage of this catastrophe. Several, those fool bandits have returned. Take some men and drive them off, and see if you can't capture that leader of theirs this time.
As you command, Sir Bryant.
Now, unless there's something else you need.
Nah. Unless there's some other help you can offer, which I doubt.
I cannot openly help you, I fear, but... Here, take this key.
Oh. To what?
It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Things do seem very dire here.
They are. With the ban having taken his men north, we will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. Now, unless there's something else you need.
Nah, I should go.
Travel safely.
Right. And thank you very much. So, quest. You said something about some we could take some stuff somewhere. Is it over there?
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. A word dispelled fear and ignorance. Let those who cry out from the shadows be comforted. Let those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
Now, was this the chest he was, that Sir Bryant was talking about?
Very well.
I doubt he really... Was he offering this? It's a gift I can give to party member Liliana. Never mind.
Let all repeat the chant of life.
Do you ever wonder if that's an accurate likeness of Andraste? Maybe she was ugly. Maybe she had buck teeth.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Actually, never mind. Because these gifts can be given to party members by opening their inventory screen, switching to the party member, and selecting gift. He doesn't sound like he had an interest in that stuff.
Is that for me? Really?
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
I'm not sure that was what I really meant to do, to be honest. In fact, it's, yeah. Well, Alistair liked it a lot, so. Right, I actually reloaded here because Ailston wasn't planning on just giving that to Alistair. He was really thinking Liliana might be more interested, so.